Hello, hello. Welcome. My name is Jordan. This is your 45-minute yoga flow. I'm so excited that you're here. You made this amazing choice to fill your cup with a practice of breath and movement. Kind of a dynamic sequence for today. If you like to practice with blocks, I invite you to grab a couple, but no props are required. I'm just gonna fix my setup here. My camera was being a little bit funky. That's okay. We can work with that. Make sure you can see me. Awesome. Cool. Oh, I see some people in the chat. Awesome. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Autumn. Awesome. Melissa, Liz, and Tara. Cool. All right. Let me make sure if I stand up, y'all can see me okay. You know what? I think we're good to go, fam. All right. My name is Jordan. Again, for those who don't know me, I'm just standing in for our dear friend, Michelle. She will be back, don't worry. And let's get started in a comfortable seat, yeah? Go ahead and make your way to a comfortable seat. Maybe that's cross-legged. Maybe you're practicing near a wall and you'd like to lean back. Align the head over the heart, over the pelvis. Or maybe sit up on a blanket or a block. We'll take a few moments here just to cultivate a steady, even cycle of breath. Maybe you allow your inhales to become just a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. Notice the belly expand, the chest bloom with breath as your lungs do what they do best. They breathe without us even having to ask. How cool is that? Maybe you even invite your exhales to trail a bit longer, to extend. Keeping in mind, each inhale is a new beginning. And each exhale invites release. We'll find a deep breath in together to start our time. From your comfortable seat, inhale through the nose. Fill all the way to the tippy top of your collarbone. Like you could breathe so much so that it extends beyond the body. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Beautiful work, my friends. Flutter the eyes open. Inhale to reach the hands up high overhead. Maybe palms touch. Exhale, side body stretch to the left. Left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Maybe we close our eyes and imagine extending beyond the right fingertips. Pull the right thumb back, peel the heart open. If you'd like to crawl the left fingertips out more, you're welcome to do so. Or maybe come down to the forearm. Keeping in mind, we want to stay super heavy in our right glute, yeah? One more inhale here. Maybe roll out the right wrist. And exhale to press into the left hand, rainbow up and over to the other side. Right hand plants, left hand reaches. Inhale here. Maybe imagine lifting the left ribs as you root down through the left sit bone. Option to crawl the right fingertips out. Find another big breath in here. And exhale brings you back through center. Inhale, re-extend, arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand, left knee. Maybe left fingertips tent behind the body. Inhale to lengthen, like you're walking the breath up the spiral staircase of your spine. We'll take the left hand up and over to the right. Right hand stays as it is for another side body stretch. Moving a little deeper. Inhale to reach through the left fingertips. Exhale, left hand meets your right knee, or we can always travel up, be higher up on the thighs. Give yourself a little more space to breathe. With the arms crossed in front of you, bring the chin towards the chest. Pause for a cycle of breath here. Bring the fingertips to the shoulder heads. Keep the elbows crossed. Inhale to lift the elbows towards the sky. Think cow pose. Exhale to round chin towards the chest. Draw the elbows towards the earth. Inhale to rise. Exhale to round. Last one, a little bit different. Inhale to rise. And cactus, unravel. Lift the heart. And plant the palms behind the body. Option to stay rooted here. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart. Or maybe on an inhale, you'd like to lift the hips. Turn the chin towards the sky. Opening through the throat without crunching the back of the neck. And release the hips back down. Go ahead and find an opposite cross of the legs if you opted for a cross-legged variation here. And inhale to reach biceps by the ears. Exhale, twist to the right. Again, use your inhale to create length. And your exhale to guide the right ribs back as the left ribs inch forward and around, almost like this cylindrical movement of your ribs. Come back to that steady breath. And keeping the left hand as it is, we'll find our side body stretch. Inhale, reach your right hand up and over. Extend beyond the right fingertips. Like fingertips and right ribs are moving in opposite directions. One more inhale. And exhale, right hand meets your left knee or thigh. Bring the chin towards the chest. Find a cycle of breath here. Bloom the back body with breath. Almost like you want to expand through the shoulder blades. If they could spread like wings. Bring the palms to the shoulder heads. Opposite hand on opposite shoulder. And inhale to lift the elbows towards the sky. Exhale to round, draw the elbows towards the earth. Inhale to lift. And exhale to round. Last one, we've been here before. Inhale to lift, unravel, cactus the elbows. Maybe spread the fingers wide. And exhale to plant the palms behind the body or even to the low back. And find your back bend of choice, taking what you need here. Option to lift the hips. And release, sink the hips back down. And we'll make our way to our tabletop shape. Shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hip points. Fingertips spread wide like starfish, tops of the feet rooted into the earth or toes tucked, whatever feels more supportive to your joints today. And inhale to soften the belly down, thread the heart through the biceps, cow pose. Maybe tick-tock the chin from side to side. And exhale to round the spine, press the earth away, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale for cow. Feel the belly expand, the skin stretch with breath. And exhale to round. Move through a few more with your own breath. Maybe even veering off the cow-cat railroad tracks entirely. Drawing some circles with the hips, barrel rolling the abdomen, inviting the shoulders to come along this dance with you. Taking whatever movements or finding stillness wherever feels appropriate to you. Taking this time to make this shape your own. Find one more round, your breath, your movement. And we'll meet in our neutral tabletop shape. Kick the right toes back, rock and roll on the ball of that foot. Just waking up the foot, the back of the leg. And on an inhale, rainbow the right foot up and over to the left. Side body stretch. Maybe peek over the left shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale, guide the right knee up towards your right tricep or elbow or anywhere along that journey. Maybe it gives it a little tap. Inhale, kick the right toes back. Toes down, right inner thigh, maybe spiral skyward. And on an exhale, bend into the right knee, cross it behind the left, maybe take the toes wide and sink the hips any amount. Always an option to come up tall on spider fingers here. Inhale to ripple forward, re-extend your right leg. And exhale to bend and hug it up and in. Saying good morning or afternoon to our obliques. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale to cross, sink and bend any amount. Last one, inhale to ripple through. Exhale to bend, hug it up and in. Full body yoga experience here. Really turning on the body as one organism, kind of. Inhale to extend and exhale to cross, sink and bend. Beautiful. Inhale, shift forward, rippling through the spine like a wave. Re-extend your right toes. Option to pause here or maybe find bird dog. Left hand reaches forward. Imagine extending through your right heel and past the left fingertips. Slight tuck of the chin. Finding a little bit of stillness here. Building a little bit of heat. One more inhale. And exhale, left palm plants, right knee to chest. Find your cat shape here. And step your right foot towards your right thumb, hips width stance. Maybe we reach for blocks. Building a little foundation for our low lunge. Anjaneyasana, option to tuck the left toes or stay rooted through the top of that foot. Maybe we interlace the hands, bring them to the top of the right thigh, pull the right hip back to meet the left, squeeze the inner thighs to an invisible midline. Maybe reach the fingertips overhead. Inhale here and exhale here. Bring the right hand to the top of the right thigh. Press into the thighs, you tilt to the right. Inhale for a side body stretch. Left hand reaches up and over. Maybe we cradle the head. In the left hand, bend the elbow. Try to point that left elbow towards the sky. Like you could extend beyond your body. Come back to that breath. Option to reach for a block or the earth on the outside of the right hip. Finding a little bit of resistance. Pressing into the earth or the block. Notice how that might impact sensation. One more inhale here. And exhale, twist to the right. Option to bring the back of the left elbow or forearm to the outside of the right leg. Maybe bring your right hand to your hip or reach your right hand back. Twisting any amount. One more inhale here. And exhale brings you back through center. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Press the palms together overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, paint the palms forward. Half splits. Pull the right hip back. Reaching for blocks or the earth. Maybe tick-tock the right foot side to side or floss through that leg. Staying rooted again through the top of the left foot. Guiding the right hip back to meet the left instead of sinking the left hip back towards the heel. Finding a tiny bend in the right knee. Charge the right sit bone with a long spine towards the back of your space. Pause here. Flex into the right foot. Dig the right heel into the earth. A lot of movement of opposites here as we stay in the presence of sensation without judgment. Find one more inhale. And exhale, roll through. Rebend the right knee. Plant the palms and step the left toes back. Option to find a round of cow-cat to reset. Finding your tabletop shape. We'll find our little sequence on the second side. Inhaling to extend the left toes back. Rock and roll on the ball of that foot. Say hello to the back of our left leg. If you're super tight like me. Lots of sensations. And as you're ready, inhale the left toes up and over like a rainbow to the right. Maybe peek over the right shoulder. Big breath in. Exhale brings you back through center and guide the left knee up towards your left elbow or tricep. Inhale, extend, moving kind of slow here, like you're swimming through honey. Left toes turn down. Exhale to bend into the left knee, cross it behind the right. Maybe take the toes out just a bit. Sink the hips any amount if you like. And inhale to ripple forward, re-extend the left foot. Exhale to bend, maybe it gives it a little tap. Inhale to reach. And exhale to cross, sink any amount. Take what you need. Last one. Inhale to ripple forward. Exhale, give a little tap. Inhale to extend. And exhale to cross. Bend and sink any amount. Inhale, ripple forward. Find your balancing table or bird dog. Option to reach the right hand forward. We can always keep the left toes on the earth, right toes on the earth. Take what you need. Extending beyond the left heel and beyond the right fingertips, pressing the earth away. Maybe finding a slight doming of the upper back body as we try to knit the ribs in like clasped fingers, inviting length in the spine. One more cycle of breath here. And release, right palm meets the earth. Exhale, left knee to chest, press the earth away, think cat pose. And step the left foot through, find your low lunge, Anjayanasana, maybe reaching for blocks, staying low, sinking the hips forward rather than down, yeah? Taking a moment to find your hips width stance, maybe interlacing the hands on the top of the left thigh or sweeping the hands up high overhead. Noticing if this side may call for something a little bit different. And keeping in mind that's perfectly okay. Squeeze the inner thighs to an invisible midline. Find an inhale. And exhale, left palm, left thigh, tilt to the left. Don't have to go too far for it to get big spicy, at least for me. Maybe you'd like to cradle the head in the hand, try to point your right elbow towards the sky. Ooh, maybe even reach for a block on the outside of the left leg or the earth. Pressing into the block or pressing into the thigh, finding a little bit of resistance, noticing if that might impact sensation in any way. Come back to that steady breath. One more inhale here. And exhale, heart spins to the left, bringing the left elbow. If you like to have your prayer twist, hooking the elbow, or we can stay up tall and spacious here, bringing the back of the right hand or the forearm to the outside of the left thigh. Press the leg into the hand. As you press the hand into the leg, maybe bring the left hand to the low back or reach it towards the back of your space. Come back to your steady breath. And inhale to release. Press the palms together. Reach. Exhale, paint the palms forward as you pull the left hip back to meet the right. Flex the left foot. Half splits. Maybe scooch the left toes forward. Take what you need here on this side. Take a moment maybe to spread the toes. And dig the left heel into the earth as you imagine extending beyond the left sit bone. One more inhale here. Then exhale, rebend the left knee. Plant the palms. Lift the right knee and step the right foot forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe find a generous bend in the knees. Shake the head gently, yes and no. And inhale, halfway lift. Slide the palms to the shins or the tops of the thighs. Pause here in your Ardha Uttanasana, your halfway lift. Find length on your inhale. Pin the elbows back. Like the heart and your elbows, if you have your hands on your thighs, are moving in opposite directions. Weight is in the ball of each foot. Maybe a slight tuck of the chin. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, round spine, high mountain, sweep the hands up high. Exhale, Samastiti, thumbs at the sternum. Pause to notice. Take a cycle of breath here. Maybe circle through the circumference of each foot. And come back to that steady breath. And as you're ready, inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees to hinge at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, your version, long spine. Exhale to fold, step the feet back to plank, knees up or down. Find an inhale here to create length. Press the earth away. Find a little bit of a doming through the upper back body. Maybe pulse through the feet. Build a little energy here. And as you're ready, exhale to lower all the way to the abdomen. Slide the palms forward, elbows under the shoulders, setting up for your Sphinx pose. Claw into the mat, into the surface, supporting you. Like you want to pull the heart forward as you stay rooted through the tops of the feet. Inhale to extend through the crown. Roll the shoulders back and down. Sphinx pose. On an exhale, release. Press into the palms. Find your tabletop shape and take the hips up high, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Wrap the elbow creases to look forward. Press into the fingerprints, into the heel of each hand and your index finger. Option to keep a generous bend in the knees here. Melt the belly towards the tops of the thighs. Maybe even turn the toes slightly in. Come back to your breath, your downward dog. We'll root down through the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Option to stay neutral. Roll the ankle or bend the knee. Open the hip. Find your scorpion tail. Press into the right palm to level out the shoulders as you keep spinning the elbow creases to look forward. One more inhale. Try to point your right knee towards the sky. Exhale brings you back to three-legged dog. And release. Right foot meets the left. Second side. Inhale, left leg high. Option to bend the knee, open the hip. Take what you need here. Press into the left palm. Exhale brings you back to three-legged dog. Left toes turn down. And release. Inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, soft knees, hop dance, step to the top of your space. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise. Sweep the hands up high overhead. Maybe come up high on the tippy toes. And exhale, Samastiti, thumbs at the sternum. Cycle of breath here. And inhale, high mountain. Maybe lift up onto the toes. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, hop, step, dance to plank, knees up or down. Option to lower, belly to cobra, sphinx, or maybe you'd like to shift forward onto the tippy toes. Pin the elbows back, acting like a little shelf for the rib cage. Pausing in your chaturanga, rolling through to your upward dog. Knees and thighs lifted, heart lifted, throat open without crunching the back of the neck. Exhale takes the hips up and back, downward dog. Keep in mind, you can skip your vinyasa. You can take any other motions that feel the best to you. Maybe take a few breaths in child's pose, cow, cat. Give yourself what you need to make this practice your own. And from our downward dog, we'll root down through the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, knee to chest. Shift forward, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, knee to chest. Last one, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Pause here. Dome through the back body. Find an inhale. And exhale, step your right foot towards your right thumb. Ground the left knee. And inhale to rise, low lunge. Exhale to sweep the palms back. Fly your half splits, airplane arms. Inhale to roll through to your low lunge, arms reach. And exhale to lift the left knee, high lunge. On an inhale here, grow long through the torso. And exhale to cactus, bend the left knee. Inhale to rise. Exhale to straighten through the right leg. Airplane arms, head forward, torso forward, flying pyramid. Inhale to rebend the right knee, biceps by the ears, high lunge. Exhale to cactus and hover. Inhale to reach, straighten through the left leg. Exhale to straighten through both legs, flying pyramid, airplane arms. Inhale to rise, last one. Exhale to cactus and hover. Inhale to rise. And exhale to sweep, find your pyramid pose. Maybe reaching for blocks, framing the right foot. Option to bump the left foot up, ground the heel. And again, maybe explore a tiny bend in the right knee. Option to stay tall, long spine, or maybe fold, head heavy. Maybe walk the fingerprints towards the left foot. Find stability first, and then decide where you want to go. As you're ready, lift the torso halfway. Rebend the right knee. And inhale to rise, warrior one. Exhale to settle in. Inhale, chair pose, airplane arms, top of your space. Pinkies by the hips. Palms face down, broaden through the collarbone. Option to pause here, or maybe shift forward into the ball of each foot. Lift the heels any amount, like there's a string from navel to heel. Drinking bird. One more inhale here. And exhale, release the heels back down. Sweep the hands to come up. High mountain, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Find your flow and take it back to downward facing dog for the second side. Moving with your breath. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Rooting down through the right heel, setting up for the second side. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, shift forward. And inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Pause here, find a big breath in. And exhale to step left foot towards your left thumb. Ground the right knee. And inhale to rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale to sweep, fly your half splits. Inhale, rebend the knee, roll through your low lunge, tuck the right toes. Exhale to lift the knee, high lunge. Inhale here, grow long through the torso. Exhale to cactus, maybe hover the right knee off the earth. Inhale to reach. Exhale to sweep, flying pyramid, both legs lengthen, pinkies by the hips. Inhale, rebend the knee, high lunge. Exhale to cactus and hover. Inhale to reach. And exhale to sweep, fly your pyramid. Last one, your breath, your movement will meet in our pyramid pose. Beautiful work, my friends. Go ahead and release. You can frame the left foot with hands or blocks. Maybe bump the right foot up, ground the heel. Take what you need. Explore a tiny bend in the left knee. Find stability. And then decide where your breath is leading you today. Follow it like a North Star throughout your practice. As you're ready, inhale to lift halfway, rebend the left knee, and rise. Virabhadrasana 1. Beautiful work, my friends. Big breath in to lengthen. Press into the pinky toe side of your right foot. Hip point shine forward like little headlights. On an exhale, right foot steps forward, airplane arms, chair pose, top of your space. Option to pause here, or maybe shift forward into the ball of each foot. Lift the heels any amount. Find a drishti, a focal point, something unmoving in your space to retract from the job of looking as you squeeze the shoulder blades together like you want to hold a marble between your scapula. One more inhale here, maybe find a little tuck of the chin. And exhale, release, high mountain, rise, big breath in. Exhale, samastiti, thumbs up the sternum. Find a cycle of breath here. See how it feels to be in your body today. And as you're ready, inhale to rise, high mountain. Exhale to fold, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold, step the feet back to plank and lower all the way to the abdomen. Pause for a moment in your crocodile shape, stacking the palms, bending into the elbows, resting the forehead on the back of the hands. Option to take the toes to the sky, maybe tuck the heels side to side, release the low back. And as you're ready, extend the left arm out to the left, tense up onto the right fingertips, come up onto the left ear and cheek. On an inhale, take the right toes up and over. Find your laying chest opener here. Finding a few breaths to ring out the spine, open through the chest. Inhale brings you back through center. And take it to the second side. Right arm extends out to the right, left toes towards the sky. Big breath in, takes you up and over to the right. Pause for a few breaths. Imagine filling every cell of the lungs with new, nutritious breath. Find an inhale to come back through center. Press into the palms, tap the toes, press through plank or tabletop. Take the hips up high, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, take what you need. Maybe notice how it feels in this downward dog versus our first downward dog. Yeah, maybe it's profound, maybe not so much. But it's progress, not perfection, right? And we'll root down through the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high, hips stay neutral. Exhale, knee to chest, shift forward. And step your right foot through. Ground the left knee. Inhale to rise, low lunge. Exhale to sweep, fly your half splits. Inhale to rise. Find your low lunge, tuck the toes. Exhale to lift, high lunge. Moving a little bit swifter, but still mindful. Inhale here. Exhale to cactus, bend the left knee. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sweep the palms back, heart forward. Find warrior three. Passing over our pyramid pose this round. Taking any arm variation. Left toes turn down, left inner thigh, spiral skyward. Find length. One more inhale. And on your exhale, guide the left knee in towards the chest. Finding your one-legged mountain. No rush to get there. We have plenty of time. Always an option to pause in your chair pose. Find your drishti here. Inhale, hands at the heart. Exhale, left ankle over top of the right thigh. Stand tall or sink low in your chair. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale brings you back through center, hands at the heart. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Find your Shiva squat. Right knee bends, maybe left knee taps, gives the right knee a little tap. Option to keep the left toes on the earth. And on an inhale, kick the left toes back, plant the left palm, dragonfly twist, right arm reaches. Option to pause here or find your side plank on the left. Right hand reaches up and forward. Option to keep right foot on the earth for support. Stack the feet. Or even find a leg variation where we lift the right toes. Maybe finding your tree legs, mindful of the knee. Maybe a star-shaped side plank, hovering the right leg off the earth, any amount. One more inhale. And exhale, right palm plants. Option to keep the right toes lifted for one-legged chaturanga. Or find your belly to cobra. And take the hips up high, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, my friends. Let's find our flow on the second side. We're cooking with gas. Root down through the right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot through. Ground the right knee. Inhale to rise. Anjayanasana. Shine your heart and your fingers to the sky. Greet the day. And exhale, fly your half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale to tuck the right toes, lift the knee. High lunge. Inhale here. Exhale to cactus. Inhale, high lunge. And exhale, warrior three. Lifting the right toes off the earth any amount. Noticing if maybe this side, it's a little bit different. Balancing. Extending beyond the extremities. One more inhale. And exhale, guide the right knee in towards the chest. Maybe finding a bend in the left knee to lower your center of gravity and help with balance. Hands at the heart, one-legged Tadasana, right knee lifts. Find your standing figure four, right ankle over top of the left thigh. Option to stand tall or sink low. Inhale brings you back to your one-legged mountain. Exhale, twist to the right. Open up the arms. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee bends. Maybe right knee gives the back of the left knee a little tap. Shiva squat. And inhale the right toes back, plant the right palm. Left hand reaches dragonfly twist, big breath in. Exhale takes you to your Vashisthasana side plank, your version. Take what you need here to feel strong, to feel powerful in your body. Keeping in mind the most powerful thing you can do today is whatever best supports you in your practice, in your life. Maybe you'd like to lift one leg up towards the sky, finding this star shape, or tree legs. Have a little fun. Invite a sense of play into your practice. And on an exhale, release. Option to keep the left toes lifted, lowering through chaturanga or cobra. And take the hips up high. Downward facing dog, last downward dog of practice. And take what you need here, pedal it out. Come back to your breath. And as you're ready, inhale, come up high on the tippy toes. Exhale, slow descend of the knees. Sink the hips towards the heels, kneeling back of your space. Kick the legs out long. And we'll find a seated forward fold here. Option to bring something beneath the sit bones to support. And inhale to reach biceps by the ears. Exhale to hinge and fold any amount. Taking a cycle of breath or two here to ground, to reacquaint with the surface that's been supporting us this whole time. How cool is that? As you're ready, begin to curl the fingerprints back in towards the hips. Maybe shift the hips forward, and we'll find a nice slow and controlled lower down to the back body. Maybe you'd like to stretch out long when you get there. Big breath, big stretch. And exhale, knees to chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe rock side to side, hip to hip. Take what you need. And allow the feet to meet the earth. Press into the palms, thumbs by the hips, palms face down. Setting up for just one round of bridge pose. One cycle of breath here, just to create a little bit of space in the hips. As you're ready, press into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips. Big breath in. And exhale to lower. Find your reclined bound angle, taking the feet together, knees as wide as you'd like them to be. Maybe hands rest on the rib cage or the abdomen. Take a few cycles of breath here. Notice if we can bring a little bit of space between the teeth. Soften the tongue to the bottom of the mouth. And allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. See if we can find space for softness, space for rest. You're welcome to stay here if this feels supportive to you for your Shavasana shape, or perhaps you'd like to take the feet wide, knees together for constructive rest and low back support. You're always welcome to find a more traditional corpse pose, taking the feet long, hands rest naturally at either side. Wherever you are, invite the body to surrender completely to the pull of gravity. As we take these next few minutes of quiet rest to honor the effort it took to make it here today. Not just to your mat, but to this moment. And the next time you hear my voice, it will be guiding you out of your Shavasana shape. You are welcome to stay here in your Shavasana shape, resting and digesting the nutrients of your practice for as long as time allows. But if you're ready to take this practice off the mat and into the rest of your day, I invite you to deepen the breath. Bring in awareness to the surface supporting you. Invite some small movements, reaching out long from fingertips to toes. And in your own time, you're welcome to make your way to one side, find a comfortable seat, pressing up mindfully, moving slow, maybe with the gaze soft or the eyes closed, as an open invitation to the space you took the time to create today to come along with you throughout the rest of your day, even as we move through the world off of our mat. Can we bring those four corners of presence with us today? And from your comfortable seat, I invite you to join the thumbs together at the heart, Anjali Mudra. And we'll take a deep breath in and out together to celebrate this past 45 minutes spent in community doing yoga and honor the decision you made to fill your cup today. And inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Thank you so much for being here today, for sharing your time, your space, your energy, not only with me, but with each other. It's virtual, it's a virtual community, but from my perspective, from where I sit, I see y'all showing up and sharing your practice with each other. And there is no greater gift to me as a teacher than to have that be my experience here. So thank you so much for showing up for yourselves and for each other. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Awesome. Thank you, Kelly, Melissa, Tara, and Liz. So cool to be here this morning with you all. I really hope you enjoyed this practice. It seemed like maybe you did. I'm just a substitute for today, but I do teach vinyasa on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 p.m. Central Time here in the MVP Wellness app. So I hope to see y'all again. Have a lovely rest of your day. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Very important after a yoga practice. And thank you so much for being here. Warms my heart to see y'all together practicing yoga. Best day ever. Thank you. Thank you, Autumn. Awesome. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day.